cardinals from all over the world gather for the conclave, the world continues to wait to learn who will be the next leader of the Roman Catholic Church.
I sat down with the Bishop of the Diocese of Palm Beach for an exclusive interview to talk about Pope Francis, the conclave, and the next pope.
He had a great intellect of theology, philosophy, literature, but he was so down to earth, and the way he explained the faith and the way he taught about the faith was so appealing to people.
Bishop Gerald Barbarito of the Diocese of Palm Beach has high praise for Pope Francis. He last saw him 5 years ago at the Vatican.
I think one of the aspects of his papacy that will be remembered is his outreach to the poor and to the forgotten and to those, as he would call, on the periphery, because he really was a people person in every regard.
Pope Francis was the first Jesuit pope and the first from Latin America.
I think his legacy is going to be his outreach and calling our attention to all people all over the world, especially the poor, the forgotten, those in need.
Francis was seen as a progressive pope, advocating for issues like immigration, climate change, and LGBTQ+ rights, allowing the blessing of same-sex couples.
While he was very open and very embracing, he didn't change anything of the Church's teaching on any issue. Everybody's a part of the Church. Everyone is welcome in the Church.
Pope Francis appointed 110 cardinals from 76 countries, including 25 who had never been part of the College of Cardinals. So what can we expect from this conclave?
There's reason to say it'd be longer than usual because, as I said before, these cardinals from all over the world, and many of them don't know each other personally, their being in Rome for this meeting is the first time they're meeting each other. So it could take longer in the sense of
They don't know each other.
What
do you think the cardinals will be looking for in the next pope?
Well, I think they'll be looking for someone similar to Francis. That is someone who is accessible, someone who, I've heard them saying too, who will continue the outreach to everyone around the world, especially in those areas of the world which have been forgotten.